The allure of a well-paying job can be difficult to resist, especially for those facing financial hardship. For Dilip Kapoor and Raj Kumar, two Indian sailors, this promise turned into a nightmare. Lured by the prospect of steady employment on a tugboat in Durban, South Africa, they paid exorbitant fees to crewing agents. They handed over their hard-earned savings, dreaming of a better future. Little did they know, they were stepping into a trap of human trafficking. Their hopes soon dashed against the harsh reality of exploitation at sea. Kapoor and Kumar arrived in Durban in January 2022, their excitement palpable. However, their dreams crumbled upon reaching their assigned vessel. Instead of the seaworthy tug they were promised, they found a dilapidated ship, abandoned, and deemed unfit for sailing by the South African Marine Safety Authority. The reality of their situation was grim. They were stranded in a foreign country, abandoned by the very people who promised them a brighter future. The ship, far from being a symbol of opportunity, became their prison. Left to fend for themselves, the men were forced to become unpaid security guards on the decrepit vessel. Food was scarce, delivered sporadically by an elusive agent known only as Ali. Their plight, tragically, is a reflection of a larger, insidious network that preys on vulnerable individuals seeking honest work. Their situation worsened when their visas expired. The agent who had promised to handle their paperwork vanished. Left undocumented and desperate, Kapoor and Kumar fell prey to another injustice. In 2024, they were arrested and imprisoned for overstaying their visas. Behind bars, their hopes dwindled. They were assigned an attorney appointed by the shipowner, a man who seemed more interested in protecting his client than seeking justice for the sailors. The attorney advised them to plead guilty, a move that earned Kapoor a 12-month sentence. Kumar, sensing something was amiss, refused to plead guilty and languished in pre-trial detention. Their story might have ended there, forgotten in the bowels of a foreign prison, if not for the intervention of the International Transport Workers Federation, ITWF. This organization, dedicated to protecting the rights of maritime workers, saw through the facade of this seemingly straightforward case of immigration violation. They recognized the hallmarks of human trafficking and stepped in to fight for the trapped sailors. The ITWF appointed Struan Mundell, a lawyer specializing in maritime law and human rights, to represent Kapoor and Kumar. Mundell, recognizing the injustice at play, argued that the sailors were victims of human trafficking, not criminals. His efforts were instrumental in bringing their plight to the forefront and challenging the legal system that had failed these men. The case garnered attention, putting pressure on South African authorities to investigate. Finally, their cries for help were heard. South Africa's Department of Social Development formally recognized Kapoor and Kumar as victims of human trafficking. The wheels of justice, though slow, were finally turning. The organized crime unit opened a criminal investigation into the crewing agents and the ship owner. After months of legal battles and tireless advocacy by the ITWF, Kapoor was released from prison, and Kumar's charges were dropped. They were placed in a shelter, a stark contrast to the cold confines of the prison cell and the derelict ship. Their journey, however, was far from over. Kumar, weakened by the ordeal, fell seriously ill and required hospitalization. Yet, through it all, the spirit of these two men remained unbroken. The harrowing tale of Dilip Kapoor and Raj Kumar shines a light on the dark underbelly of the maritime industry. While ships sail across vast oceans carrying goods and connecting nations, they also harbor a grim secret: the rampant exploitation of seafarers. The open waters, often beyond the reach of law enforcement and media scrutiny, have become a fertile ground for traffickers. The shipowner, Hamid Pirhayati from Iran, denied any wrongdoing, claiming the sailors were aware of the ship's condition. He even threatened legal action against the media for reporting the incident. Mundell, however, countered these claims, stating that Pirhayati has a history of abusive employment practices and non-payment of wages. His case further underscores the power imbalances inherent in the maritime industry, where shipowners often operate with impunity, exploiting vulnerable workers trapped in a system that offers little protection. This case, though shocking, is not an isolated incident. It highlights the global issue of exploited seafarers often trapped in debt bondage, forced to work in dangerous conditions for little or no pay. The high seas, meant to connect the world, have become a hunting ground for those who prey on the vulnerable, highlighting the urgent need for international cooperation and stringent regulations to protect the rights of maritime workers.